discussed about standard price method. Standard price method. Okay. Materials in detail materials, methods of pricing of materials under this standard price method. Okay. Standard price method means here in this model the purchasing price is not to be considered. Okay. At the time of issue, the standard price is to be considered. Okay, the purchasing prices of materials not to be considered. Only standard price is considered at the time of issue of. Okay, at the time of issue of units. Okay, right. Look at the problem. It is example: the purchases and issues of materials in the month of December 2007 of R and Co are as follows. January 1st purchases 400 units at the rate of rupees 20 per unit. January 2nd purchases 350 units, rupees 18 per unit. Right? Next one, issue 300 units, issue 400 units. January 20th purchase 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. 27 purchase 250 units at the rate of 25 per unit. Issues 500 units. Standard price per unit of materials rupees 20. Standard price per unit of material rupees 20. Okay. Fixed for the year. Standard price per unit of material is rupees 20. Fixed for the year. Show the store's ledger entries and determine the price variation for the month of December 2007. Show the store's ledger entries and determine the price variation for the month of December 2007 days. Okay. Look at that. This is a standard price model. Okay. Right. Same proforma. Materials, bin number, code number, store's ledger account, maximum level, minimum level, pre-order level. Okay. Store's ledger account in standard price method. Standard price method. Okay, right. Purchased how many units? 400 units. Okay, purchased 400 units at the rate of rupees 20 per unit. January 1st, look at that, purchases 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. So, ZR note number, how many units purchased here? 400 units, 20 rupees, 8,000. Okay. 400 units, 20 rupees, 8,000. Right. Next one. 350 units, January 2nd. Purchases. ZR note number purchases 350 units at the rate of 18 per unit. 350 units at the rate of 18 per unit. 350, 18 per unit. 350 units at the rate of 18 per unit. That's why 6,300. 350 into 18, 6,300. Right? Look at this. 400 plus 350. Okay. 400 plus 350. 400 plus 350. 750. Okay. Price not to be considered. Right. 8,000 plus 6,300. 14,300. Right. Next one, issues. January 12th, issues. Issues means material requisition number. Okay, material requisition number. How many units wanted to issue? 300 units. So, 300 units. Material requisition number 300 units. The purchasing prices of materials not to be considered. The purchasing prices are not to be considered at the time of issue of shares here. Okay, only standard price is to be considered. The standard price per unit of materials is rupees 20 fixed for the year. Show the storage ledger entries and determine the price variance for the month of December 2007. So the standard price is to be treated as a issuing price here. Okay, what is the standard price? 20. That's why 3000 into 20, 6000. Right, 750 minus 300, 450. 4300 minus 6000, that is equal to 8300. Right, the purchasing prices are not to be considered. Once again I am telling that. So at the time of issue the purchasing prices are not to be considered. The purchasing prices are not to be considered. Okay, only the standard price is considered. So the standard price, what is the standard price? It is 20 rupees. That's why 300 into 20, 6000. 750 minus 300, 450. 14,300 minus 6,000, that is equal to 8,300. Right. January 14th. Material equation number. How many units? 400 units. 400 units. What is the standard price? 20 rupees. So 8,000. So 450 minus 400, 50. 8,300 minus 8,000, that is equal to 300. Right? Next one. Look at this. Okay. January 20th. Okay. How many units? Purchase 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. Purchase 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. So January 20, goods received, note number. How many units purchased here? 400 units. 400 into 20, so 8,000. Okay, 400 into 20, 8,000. Right? 50 plus 400. How many? How much? 450 units. Next, 300 plus 8,000. 8,300. Okay. Next one. Purchases 250 units. January 27. Purchases. Goods received, note number. How many units purchased here? 250 units. 250 units at the rate of 25. So 6250. 450 plus 250, 700. 6250. 1450. 14,550. Right. Next, issues on January 28th. Issues. Amount number. How many units issued here? 500 units now. So 500 into 20, standard price 20 is equal to 10,000. 700 minus 50, 500, that is equal to 200 units. 14,550 minus 10,000 is equal to 4,550. This is the stores ledger account as per standard price. This is the stores ledger account as per standard price method. Once again I am telling that. So at the time of issue of materials, purchasing price not to be considered. At the time of issue of materials, purchasing price are not to be considered. Okay, only standard price is to be considered at the time of issue of materials. Okay, right. This is the another model for preparation of stores ledger account standard price method. Okay, look at that one. First of all, January 1st purchases 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. You know very well. January 1st, goods receipts lot number 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit, 8,000. So 400 units, 20 per unit, okay, 8,000. Right. Next one. Purchases 350 units at the rate of 18 per unit. January 2nd, goods receipts lot number 350 units into 18, 6,300. 400 plus 350, 750, 8,000 plus 6,300, 14,300. Okay. Next one, issues. How many? So January 12, issues 300 units. Issued 300 units means here. So at the time of issue, the purchasing prices are not to be considered. Only here we consider standard price. Standard price per unit of material is rupees fixed for the year. So number of units issued on January 12th, 300 units now. That's why January 12th MR number 300 units into 20, 6,000. 750 minus 300, 450. 14,300 minus 6,000, 8,300. Okay, here we are considered only standard price. Next one, January 14th. January 14th, number of units issued for 400 units. So January 14th, MR number. So number of units issued 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. So 8,000. 450 minus 400, 50 units. 8,300 minus 8,000, 300 rupees. Right. Next one, January 20th. So January 20th, purchases 400 units at the rate of 20 per unit. 400 into 20, 8,000. 50 plus 400, 450. 300 plus 8,300, 8,300. Right. Next one, January 27th, purchase 250 units at the rate of 25 per unit. So January 27th, goods received lot number 250 units at the rate of 25 per unit, 6,250. Right. 450 plus 250, 700, 8,300 plus 6250, 14,550. Okay. Next one. Issues 500 units. Issues 500 units. Right? MR note number. So 500 units. The standard price of each material 20. 500 into 20 is to be 500 into 20 is equal to 10,000. So 700 minus 500, 200. 14,550 minus 10,000 is equal to 4,550. Right. Look at the board please. For calculation of price, show the ledger place and determine the price variance. Here. Okay. Right. This is the closing stock value. The closing stock value for 200 units is equal to 4,550. Okay. The closing stock value in stores ledger account 200 units at the 200 units cost worth of 4,550. Right. But closing stock value as per standard price is equal to 200 units. This one is 200 units. Standard price per unit is equal to 20. That is equal to 4,000. Closing stock value as per standard price is equal to 200 units into 20, 4,000 rupees. Okay, but price variance. Price variance is equal to closing stock value as per standard price is equal to 4,000 minus actual actual standard price, actual closing stock value as per stores ledger account 4550. So this shows 550 minus balance. So this one is adders. Okay, the balance shows the minus value. That's why this will be treated as a adders value. Okay, once again I am telling that closing stock value as per standard price. So number of units available for closing stock 200 units. That's why 200 into 20 is equal to rupees 4000. Okay, so closing stock value as per standard price is equal to 4000. So next, price variance is equal to closing stock value as per standard price minus actual closing stock value, that is equal to, so closing stock value as per standard price is equal to 4000 minus 4550. This closing stock value as per stores ledger account. Okay, 4550. So minus, so the price variance shows the minus balance 550 is adverse. So then the following journal entry is required. Calculation of price variance. The following journal entry is to be passed. Okay, what is that? So the following journal entry is to be passed. First one, material control account data. Material control account data. How much? 24,000. This one is that 26,000, 8,000, 10,000. 24,000. Next one, material variance account data. Material variance account data. How much? 550. 550 to cost ledger control account. Okay, 24,550. Cost ledger control account 24,550 being adjusting entry cost. So this is the way of price variance, calculation of price variance and journal entry for this. Okay, another model for stores ledger account. Okay, prepare stores ledger account from the following information. Prepare stores ledger account from the following information. The market prices is available. That's why this is the stores ledger account. Okay, this is the stores ledger account under the market price method. Okay, stores ledger account, market price method. Right, guys. First one, January 2nd, purchased 2,000 units at the rate of 2 per unit. January 4th, purchased 4,000 units at the rate of 4 rupees per unit. January 5th, issued 3,000 units. January 10th, purchased 5,000 units at the rate of 3 per unit. January 12th, issued 2,000 units. January 15th, issued 1,000 units. January 18th, purchased 2,000 units, 3 per unit. January 25th, issued 1,000 units. The market prices is available here. Okay, so these market prices are very important at the time of issue of materials. At the time of issue of materials, we should consider it as only market prices. We should not only consider purchasing prices of each material. So whenever we are prepare stores ledger account in market price method, then the issuing prices are to be considered as per market prices. So the issuing prices are not to be considered at the time of issue. At the time of issue of materials, the unit prices are not to be considered on the basis of calculation purchasing prices. So the purchasing prices are not to be considered at the time of issue of materials. At the time of issue of materials, only market prices are to be considered. Okay, are you understand that one? Okay, look at the problem. Very easiest problem it is. From the following, prepare stores ledger account. Okay, right. January 2nd. Same format is January 2nd. Purchased. So purchased means you know very well. Goods receipts note number. How many units purchased here? 2000 units. 2 rupees. 4000. 2000 units. 2 rupees. 4000. Right. Next one. January 4th. Purchased 4000 units. January 4th. Purchased 4000 units. So January 4th purchased means here goods receipts note number of units purchased 4000 units, 4000 into 4 that is equal to 16,000 rupees. So 16,000 rupees, 2000 plus 4000 6000, 4000 plus 16,000 20,000. Next one. January 5th. January 5th issued 3000 units. Issued 3000 units here. So material requisition number. How many units issued? 3000 units. So at the time of issuing of materials, the purchasing prices are not to be considered. Only market price is considered because we are preparing now stores ledger account under market price method. So on January 5th, the market price is per unit is 5 rupees. That's why 3000 into 5, 15,000. So 6,000 minus 3,000, 3,000. 20,000 minus 15,000, 5,000. Right. Next, January 10th. Okay, purchase 5,000 units at the rate of 3 per unit. So, ZR note number of units purchased 5,000 units, 3 rupees per unit. So, 15,000. Right, 3,000 plus 5,000, 8,000. Right. 5,000 plus 15,000, 20,000. Next, Jan 12th. Issues 2,000 units. Issued 2,000 units. So, material requisition number issued. How many units? 2,000 units. At the rate of January 12th. January 12th issued. So the market price as on January 12th 2 rupees per unit. 2. So 2000 into 2 4 rupees 4000. 8,000 minus 2,000 6,000. Next 20,000 minus 4,000 16,000. Right. Next January 15th. Issued 1,000 units. Issued 1,000 units means material requisition number. Material requisition number. Okay, how many units issued? 1,000 units. 1,000 units at the rate of. Okay, so market price on January 15th 3 rupees per unit now. 3. So 1,000 into 3 3,000. 6,000 minus 1,000, 5,000. 16,000 minus 3,000, 13,000. Right, January 18th. January 18th, purchased 2,000 units at the rate of 3 per unit. So, goods receipts note number. How many units purchased here? 2,000 units now. So 2,000 into 3 that is equal to 6,000. Right. 5,000 plus 2,000, 7,000, 3,000 plus 6,000, 19,000. Right. January 25th. Issued 1,000 units. Material requisition number. How many units issued? 1,000 units na? 1,000. The market price as on 25th, 2 rupees per unit. 2,000. 7,000 minus 1,000, 6,000. 90,000 minus 2,000, 17,000. This is to be treated as closing stock. Once again, this is the method of market price method. Market price method means at the time of issue of materials, only considered market prices. Okay, the purchasing prices are not to be considered. So this is market price method. Okay, look at the board please. January 2nd purchased 2,000 units at the rate of 2 rupees per unit. January 2nd, goods received float number 2,000 units, 2 rupees per unit, 2,000 into 2, 4,000. So 2,000, 4,000. Okay, enough. Next one. Another transaction. January 4th, purchased 4,000 units at the rate of 4 per unit. Purchased 4,000 units at the rate of 4 per unit. 4,000 into 4, 16,000. 2,000 plus 4,000, 6,000. 2,000 plus 4,000, 6,000. 4,000 plus 16,000, 20,000. 4,000 plus 16,000, 20,000. Right. Next one. January 5th issued 3,000 units. January 5th issued 3,000 units. January 5th material requisition number 3,000 units. So here at the time of issue of materials, the purchasing prices are not to be considered. At the time of issue of materials, market prices are to be considered because it is the market price method. That's why. So January 5th January 5th market price per unit is equal to 5 rupees na. That's why 3,000, 5 rupees market price. 3,000 into 5, 15,000. 6,000 minus 3,000. 6,000 minus 3,000. 3,000. 20,000 minus 15,000. 5,000. Right. Next one. Next transaction. January 10th. Purchased 5,000 units at the rate of 3 per unit. So January 10th. Purchased January 10th. 5,000 units 3. 5,000 into 3, 15,000. So 3,000 plus 5,000, 8,000. 5,000 plus 15,000, 20,000. Okay. Right. Next one. January 12th. Issued 2,000 units. MR note number January 12th. 2,000 units. Okay. The market price on January 12th 2 rupees per unit. The market price is to be considered here. 2,000 into 2 rupees per unit. This is the market price as on January 12th. Okay, 2 rupees per unit. 2,000 into 2, 4,000. 8,000 minus 2,000, 6,000. 20,000 minus 4,000, 16,000. Next one. January 15th. Issued 1,000 units. January 15th. Issued 1,000 units. So market price as on January 15th is 3 rupees per unit. That's why 1,000 into 3, 3,000. 6,000 minus 1,000, 5,000. 16,000 minus 3,000, 13,000. Next one. January 18th. Purchased 2,000 units, 3 per unit. So January 18th. 2,000 into 3, 6,000. So 5,000 plus 2,000, 7,000. 13,000 plus 6,000, 19,000. Right? Next one. January 25th. Issued 1,000 units. Issued 1,000 units. Right? January 25th. Material requisition number 1,000 units. Okay. The market price as on January 25th is 2 rupees per unit. That's why 1,000 into 2, 2,000. Okay, 7,000 minus 1,000, 6,000. 19,000 minus 2,000, 17,000. So this is to be treated as a closing stock. Okay, this is the exercise problem for market price method. Okay, this is the exercise problem for market price method. So this is the answer for stored ledger account in market price method.